Well, what is good, everybody? It is your boy, Champagne Chico. Champagne motherfucking Chico is what they call me in the streets. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Champagne Chico, and we are back with another rebuild challenge. And today we are limited to the amount of times that we are able to draft a position in this rebuild. In general, I'm going to keep these rebuild challenges at 5 years. I feel like it's still going to be a good challenge and a good amount of time in terms of the players developing that I get early on, or possibly a generational one that I get in the 3rd year, you know. Before I dig more into it, if you enjoy rebuild challenges, if you enjoy rebuilds, if you enjoy the NFL or the Lions, go down there, like and subscribe for me. Let me know if you have any rebuild challenges. But to go a little more in depth about it, while we are rebuilding the Detroit Lions today, they have a lot of holes in terms of last year's roster, and that's what we're building off of. Penn Conscience, my boy Penn Conscience, came with another challenge. It's storming outside, so if you can hear it, disregard it. I'm restricted to only draft each position once during the rebuild, with the exception of 2 wide receivers, 2 cornerbacks, 4 linemen, meaning offensive linemen, and 2 defensive ends. Or maybe that also includes D tackles too. But for clarification, if you take a QB in year 1, you have to either stick with him for the entire rebuild or sign one in free agency after. So I only have one chance to actually get a generational quarterback, so I have to choose it very wisely. Also, if you run out of the picks in year 4 or 5 in terms of all the picks in general, if I'm just picking everything in the drafts, you can draft however you like, since it'll probably be too late to develop talent like crazy. I'll put a list on the screen to make it more simple for you guys to understand as I'm trying to break it down right now. But I like the challenge a lot. So I am trying to do the best I can with it, and I think it's going to be a hefty challenge. All right, so to start off this rebuild, or this rebuild challenge, this is our roster. It's basically how it was at the start of the year. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown at wide receiver 1. We have no tight ends because TJ Hawkinson got traded. Jameson Williams at wide receiver 2, who is currently suspended. DJ Chark, Jared Goff, Jamal Williams, and DeAndre Swift is injured on the team. Our line looks solid, though. They might be aging. Aiden Hutchinson, Rodriguez, Deshaun Elliott. So this team could look very different very soon. I don't know if I'm going to be signing Deshaun Elliott back to a contract. I don't know. He seems a bit on the older side to be developing at all. I don't want to just keep an 80 overall safety the entire time. Might change that up, might not. Depends on the situation. Defensive tackle is definitely something that we need. So I need to get that either in free agency or the one spot that I can do it in the draft. So not bad right now. Not bad compared to the Chicago Bears that we had to basically build it from the ground up. So we will be simulating to the midseason mark. I was thinking about it just to see like if it's really worth going to the midseason mark in this. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season on this one in terms of for you guys to see this. If I sign anybody at the midseason mark, you'll see it very quickly, but we're not going to be looking at stats or anything this year. We're going to be more worried about that in the next 4 years of the challenge. So I will see y'all at the end of the season or when I make signings. All right, at the midseason mark, we are 2-4. We'll go ahead and take a look at who could possibly get re-signed. Jamal Williams, I don't want to bring back. Deshaun Elliott, I don't want to bring back. Mike Hughes, maybe. DJ Chark, not really. Amani Oruwariye. It's a sticky situation just because I know the situation that I'm in terms of draft and the offseason. I got to choose one or the other. I think I'm going to choose Mike Hughes. He seems to develop a little bit more than Amani Oruwariye. He needs a bigger offer in order to accept it. I might be trading Deshaun Elliott and Jamal Williams just to allow our team to develop without them. Having them on the team isn't really going to help that much. Let me try to get Amani Oruwariye, see if he takes this deal, getting him to the year 29. Happy to sign with the organization. So we get Amani Oruwariye. I'm going to go ahead and try to see what I can get for Deshaun Elliott and Jamal Williams to get some value back and basically try to get a good draft pick. All right, we are trading Jamal Williams and Deshaun Elliott for a 2nd and 3rd round pick this year. Trying to get as much as possible. Maybe not the best idea, but I'm trying to scope out what all is the options here. I also could just use them to trade for players. Thinking big brain right now. But we'll look at the mock draft, see what the prospects are looking like. This is a second one. They have us at the 13th pick getting a right guard. I wouldn't mind because we need a right guard. I'm not against it. I would rather get somebody that's actually like good though. Halfback in the top 5. How does he look? Because I would like to replace DeAndre Swift as soon as possible. A spin move, a juke move, a break tackle. Quan Woodley, 5'8" though. Out of Ole Miss, he is short. Well, he's small. That's what he is. We have to see how he develops over the season. We will simulate to the end of the season and see how the team does now that we traded Deshaun Elliott and Jamal Williams. I think that's going to help us in the long run. The scouts are basically the same as what the CPU put because it looks for QB more, and I'm trying to replace Jared Goff as soon as possible. So we're going to see what happens with that, but I will see you at the end of the season. And at the end of the season, we go 5-12. We'll just look very quickly at the offensive and defensive stats here. 24th in offensive yards. Jared Goff could wait another year before he gets packed up. 32nd in defensive, though, so that might be the priority that we have to deal with in this offseason. Definitely something to look for. We have to go into the free agency period to see what we're able to get without having to draft them. All right, players ready to negotiate again. $72 million. We could get Mike Hughes. We did already get Amani Oruwariye. I was about to say Amon-Ra St. Brown, but my brain decided to malfunction. We could get Mike Hughes, still have a good amount of money going to free agency. DJ Chark, who's behind Jameson Williams? We have Josh Reynolds. We'll be fine for right now. It's basically the same situation as if we had DJ. Player friendly for Mike Hughes. Getting to his year 30 season. I enjoyed playing for you. I gave you a better contract than most of these teams are going to give you. So we'll go into free agency and see what we're able to get in order to replace the cornerback position and also just get in general for our team because we need a outside linebacker, strong safety, tight end. So we might just do the same thing that the real life lines did and get CJ Gardner-Johnson. All right, trying to fill out our defense mainly. Yeah, it's all defense. We're trying to get, well, it's not going to be James Bradbury, but we're trying to get CJ Gardner-Johnson, Josh Allen, Jamel Dean, Leighton Vander Esch, and James Bradbury, but the Patriots are probably going to get him. We're fighting with the Bengals to get CJ Gardner-Johnson. We really do need a strong safety, or I'm probably going to have to try to draft one in the draft. Jamel Dean, we're tied with 2 other teams. Still in the hunt, though. Leighton Vander Esch, we're fighting with the Jets about him. So hopefully we're able to get a good amount of these guys. I think we're going to get Josh Allen no matter what. So I'm more worried about everybody else as they all decide except for Leighton Vander Esch. And CJ Gardner-Johnson and Josh Allen come to the team. So exactly what we needed. We get a few younger players to be able to develop on our team for the coming years. Leighton Vander Esch is the only person that hasn't decided. Jamel Dean went to the Steelers and James Bradbury went to the Patriots for a year. So we have to see what we're going to be able to do at the cornerback position. We might do that in the draft just because that's my option right now. I could do that in the draft since I have 2 cornerbacks that I can draft before basically the end of the rebuild if I run out. But I do want to take a safe option for cornerback for right now. I'm pretty sure he's already not injured anymore, meaning Jason Verrett. So Leighton Vander Esch and Jason Verrett, both hoping that they decide, and Leighton Vander Esch goes to another team. Jason Verrett is still deciding. We need a middle linebacker to at least fill that position out. Denzel Perryman is here. We could very well go for Denzel. I think we run a 4-3. So it won't be that bad if we only get one. Perriman, Jason Verrett. Verrett still hasn't decided. Perriman comes to the team, so that's great for us. Jason Verrett has the Bears offering him a contract now. I have to see what type of scheme that we run because I'm not 100% sure if it's a 4-3 or 3-4. I hope it's a 4-3. We need another middle linebacker. We definitely need another middle linebacker. That's a tough one. That's a tough one because I don't think there's going to be a lot of middle linebackers in the draft necessarily. I think I just might get another one, ride it out with them, and see what I can do with it. Leighton Vander Esch. Pratt already decided to. All right, I guess we're getting Alex Singleton. I'm not trying to get him for too long. I'm giving you a 1-year deal. Take it or leave it because I'm not paying you for multiple years. We're in the hunt. I don't think that's in the hunt. We're just going to get Alexander Johnson to fill in the middle linebacker position, and Jason Verrett still hasn't been able to decide, so we'll see which one of them come to the team. I'm focused on trying to get a cornerback in this draft now. The combine results are out, so we can go ahead and take a look at what we're hoping to get in this. Alec Logan is a top 5 projection and a top 5 talent. Ooh, is he a strong arm? A short, A medium, A deep, A stiff, A trucking, A under pressure, A throw on the run, A play action, A juke move. Jeez, improviser? Oh my gosh, I mean, his physicals are decent. He's probably going to be the #1 pick, so I would have to trade up to that. I could very well get the quarterback and the halfback. The halfback is still up here in terms of where they think he's going to be taken at. Quan Woodley. Do I go big early already? Ooh, but I need a tight end more. I do need a tight end more. And Rashawn Collins looks good. I'm going to try to get 2 top 5 picks. I think I already have one, maybe at the bottom of the top 5. I have to see how I'm going to get another one in there to be able to get Rashawn Collins, because I'm already going to try to get Alec Logan off the get-go. Oh, we're a 6th pick. Also, I just realized as I was recording this right now that my 20-year rebuild was playing in the background. Did not realize that, so I'll put text up on the screen when I am editing this, but I'm sorry. If you haven't seen the 20-year rebuild, go watch it. And yeah, it's gone now. I exited out of it. I was looking for the comment from the challenge, so I guess it stayed up. It started playing. It wasn't very high volume, so hopefully it wasn't too much of a disturbance compared to what I'm talking about right now. So let's see what we can do to get to the top 5. 2 picks in the top 5. Oh, we have the 13th pick too. Oh, we can definitely go very big right now. We can trade 2 6th for I think I need to get the #1 pick. In order to get that QB. I have to see where that tight end is supposed to be going in order to get that one correctly, but definitely have to get a #1 pick. I'm not even going to try to test it in terms of letting somebody else get it. Yeah, the Houston Texans have it. I have to be able to try to get that first pick, and we're almost going to get it. We have to send maybe a 5th round pick to get it. So 1st, 6th, and a 5th to get the first pick in the draft, and that's not going to work. So we're going to go ahead and send a 4th round pick next year in order to get it. Hopefully that's enough. It's not. Okay, we'll send a 6th round pick this year. Oh my gosh, 5th round pick this year. Take it or leave it. And we do it. So we move up to the first spot. I'm not against trading this much for it, just because we really do need that QB. Jared Goff is cool and all, but I'm not trying to rely on Jared Goff in this challenge. I'm just not trying to deal with that, to be honest with you. We're going to try to do the same thing again. 1st, 4th, 6th. We got to move into, what spot is it? Damn, they have the tight end going 2nd. Damn, I had to trade for the 2nd overall pick now. I guess it was worth it in the long run to trade Jamal Williams and Deshaun Elliott to get the extra 3rd and 2nd. So hopefully we can do it without having to give up too much. We're giving up our late 3rd, and we're probably going to have to give up a 4th. I don't know if I was giving the early 6th maybe. No, so we have to give the 4th. I'm not too concerned about a 4th round pick. I'm more concerned about the higher value picks, to be honest with you. So we're going to get the 2nd pick in the draft. So we're going to be able to get our tight end and QB. So hopefully those both are very good players for us. And in general, I'm going to try to take a look at what to do with the other picks. but I have to be very strategic with the positions that I'm trying to get. All right, I think I got a good gist of what I want to get. I was about to trade up for that Demarius Samuels out of the Southeast as an interior O-line. I don't want to do too much. I still want to have a good amount of picks in the draft to be able to get what I want. Travis Knight is the other one that I was looking at, but he's going to be hopefully a top second round pick. We'll have to see in the draft. We do have the first and second pick, so we're definitely going to be getting some players to help us out. Oh, also, I was tempted to get the halfback. I would have to trade to the third pick to get that. I'm not giving up the assets to do that. This is why Madden CPU is just a bunch of idiots. They have me taking the tight end and right guard, which, yes, it might be the best decision because those both suck for me right now, right? But then they have the QB dropping all the way to the Texans at the 6th pick. That man is generational. I am not letting that man drop at all. I am packing up Jared Goff. Matter of fact, I might pack up Jared Goff to get to the 3rd pick to get the halfback. Hold on. Fuck, man. They're going to make me give it up. We're getting the 5th overall pick. We're going to keep moving up, but we traded Jared Goff, our late second round pick, or later second round pick, and our 3rd round pick. I'm really focused on getting the big players now so they can really develop over this time, and I can pack up all the unnecessary salary that we have on the team right now. So I'm going to keep trying to move up. A lot of big players that I'm trying to get, so don't mind the fact that I'm only going to have top-heavy picks because that's how it's going to be right now. All right, 3 straight picks. We're sending our two sixes and our 5th round pick for the 3rd overall pick. Very top-heavy draft. I'm not planning for this to be a trend. I'm trying to do a new type of approach than what I did in the last rebuild challenge just because I went with just keeping the draft picks that I really had, maybe moving up a little bit here and there, but I'm trying to get the top heavy ones. It seems like a really good draft in general, so I'm trying to get what I can get to. I packed up Jared Goff because I'm planning to get this QB. We'll just get into it. Getting the halfback, getting the tight end, and then we'll try to get that right guard at the beginning of the 2nd round. So now let me make sure that I'm on the rules for this. Okay, so I think I might understand what he's talking about with the stipulation. I still have to sign the QB in free agency as his backup. I don't have... There we go. Hidden development, 92 throw power, 89 change of direction, 88 agility, 89 acceleration, 82 speed. Looks like he's going to be insane. 6'4", 233 out of Connecticut. But yeah, basically after this, I do have to sign a quarterback in free agency to be the backup. Let's pause the timer. We do not need to be getting tracked right now. But the 2nd pick now, since we have 3 straight picks, I've never done this in any of my rebuilds. I could go with either one of these. I'll go with the tight end first. Rashawn Collins, vertical threat, 6'4", out of Texas A&M. Hidden development, 90 speed, 88 jumping, 88 acceleration. I had a brain fart. I had the biggest brain fart there. Now we're going to get the halfback, trying to replace DeAndre Swift, just because he doesn't develop very well in this. I'm not trying to wait for that. Elusive back, Ole Miss. Physicals look solid. Skills look solid. Quan Woodley, hidden development. 3 straight hidden developments. He is 5'8", so he is a shorty. He is my height. This man is my height. I could have went to the league at this point. 93 speed, 92 change of direction, 91 agility, and 93 acceleration. What we need our cornerstones. We have... Wow, I have an accent. We have Aiden Hutchinson, and these 3 players that we just got are going to be the future of us. We have 4 years for them to really develop and get us to a Super Bowl. And now we go to the 2nd round. And with our last pick, I am going to be trying to get a right guard. We still need a right guard. I didn't sign any in free agency. Wayne Carrington is here. He looks solid. He's a power blocker. Has some good physicals. A lead block. F. Pass block finesse. Hold on. He is a power blocker, but damn. I might get Travis Lacey instead. He's a slot cornerback. C-man coverage. B tackle. I need a cornerback. Shows good discipline. Won't get flagged much. We'll go ahead and get him. Hidden development. There we go. All 4 of our picks are going to be hidden development. So I've already used up QB, halfback, and tight end. I've used one of my cornerbacks, so I have still another good cornerback that I can get, so I can save that for possibly a first-round cornerback. But now we can go to the start of next season and see how these players look on our team. All right, so Logan is a 79 overall QB. Woodley is an 83, and we've seen that several times before as a hidden development player. I hope that he turns out good. Collins is a 79 overall tight end, so he's going to be getting all the snaps. Our right guard is going to be solid for right now. It's going to have to stay like that. Maybe it was a little bit of a cheat code to pick the Lions because they have a Monra. One wide receiver is not going to do everything for your team. We didn't get anything on the defensive side, I don't think. Oh, Lacey was a 70 overall. He has a season to develop right now. Romeo Okwara is our right end. That could be our next... what's the word for it? Pursuit. That could be our next pursuit. Tracy Walker is our free safety, who I think is going to be up on his contract, so we might trade him at the midseason mark. But the defense looks solid. The offense looks great. I think we can make a push, maybe even make the playoffs. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Super Bowl, though. So just so you guys can see our scouts right now, we do have Erica Cruz, who is a QB wide receiver. One more for the wide receiver part. There's no 3-star wide receivers for any scouts, so they're going to be looking at the national. 2-star is going to be outside linebacker, tight end. The best outside linebacker is in the southeast. A 1-star wide receiver to look at northeast. That's where the best wide receiver is. A 1-star offensive tackle, outside linebacker in the central, same thing. And then 1-star safety in the west, because that's where the safeties are at. So we can go ahead and simulate to the midseason mark, see how this team does, and see if we're making a push for the playoffs. And we are 3-3 at the midseason mark. I am curious to see how the rookies are doing right now. Hopefully they have gotten their development traits. Woodley's up to an 85. Logan is an 80, but Collins is a superstar X Factor. We might have got 3 of them. Well, maybe 2. I'm not too confident in Logan being a superstar X Factor just yet. But a very good roster so far. The defense looks the same. That's why I didn't really show much of that. And the stats and awards, 26 in offensive yards. We do have a rookie quarterback, so it's going to happen. 5th in defensive. Very good for us right now. 1,611 TDs and 4 interceptions. Quan Woodley, 300 yards. I almost said $300. 4 TDs. Receiving, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 6 touchdowns, 500 yards. Defense, Denzel Perryman has the most tackles. TFLs goes to McNeil, Allen, and Hutchinson. Sacks, Hutchinson has 5. Allen has 4.5. And Okwara has 2. And interceptions, Verrett and Okudah both have 1. So right now we're doing pretty solid. Our rookies are developing. I think they're definitely going to hit a stride coming into the end of the season. We'll look at who's ready to negotiate before we look at the mock drafts, possibly. DeAndre Swift, think you can go, buddy. I think you can go. Jeff Okudah, I would like to keep. Sometimes he does develop pretty well in this. He just doesn't have much interest to stay. Need a bigger offer to overcome the fit not being his. Jonah Jackson at left guard. I would like to keep him if he takes this. Excited to sign such a great offer. 2-year deal with the left guard. Keeping our O-line how it is. Josh Reynolds, I would like to keep him at the wide receiver 3 position. Happy to sign with the organization. So that's solid for us right now. We're doing pretty good. Jason Brett's 32. Don't really plan on re-signing him. Romeo Okwara is 28. Might save the rest of the money for free agency. Will not lie. Either the rest of the money and the Jeff Okudah money, because Jeff Okudah, if he doesn't sign in the offseason, I'm not going to push too hard to get him. The mock draft has a right outside linebacker going first. 3 right outside linebackers going in the top 3. Wow. Okay, and we are at the 10th pick taking a right guard. Hopefully he can drop a little bit further, because I don't plan on being at the top 10 pick. If we are, I might try to go for a right outside linebacker. I know Rodriguez is on the team. I know all the Lions fans love Malcolm Rodriguez, but I'm trying to build for now. I'm trying to build to get a Super Bowl as soon as possible. This isn't supposed to be super realistic at all. So trade offers for DeAndre Swift is probably what we're going to be looking at, regardless of if these are good or not. Not the greatest trades in the world. I might just find my own type of trade for DeAndre Swift. We have our halfback of the future right now. Yeah, I have to see what other players I can trade with DeAndre Swift, but I am going to try to get as much value as I can for him. All right, so we are trading DeAndre Swift a fourth this year. No, next year. A fourth next year and a third next year for their third next year, because I'm assuming that we're going to be on pace as the top of the league right now, and a second round pick this year from them. I'm trying to get some assets in order to maybe move up in the draft if need be. So we trade DeAndre Swift. We have to go to the end of the season and see how everything is going to go. And hopefully, well, let's set the national focus to wide receiver. Outside linebacker. Outside linebacker. We need to make sure it is on outside linebacker, because that is a top in the draft right now, and I would like to get one of them at least. So outside linebacker is going to be the focus position for this draft, and we're going to go to the end of the season, hopefully a top record in the league with how our rookies are developing. But 3-3 is a decent start. And we went 6-11 for the rest of the season. I mean, I guess we have a top first-round pick. That could be the upside of it. But with the way that we started off, I thought we were going to do a lot better than that. We went 3-8 for the rest of the season. We were 20th in offensive yards and 28th in defensive yards. I guess DeAndre Swift was helping a lot. 4,600 yards, 32 TDs, and 12 interceptions for our franchise QB. Woodley had 1,012 TDs. Receiving, Jameson Williams beat out St. Brown by about 9 yards with 1,207 TDs. St. Brown had 1,214 TDs. Defense, Perriman had the most tackles. TFLs goes to Josh Allen with 16. Hutchinson had 10, and Levi had 9. Sacks goes to Hutchinson with 12, Allen with 9.5. Interceptions, Okuda had 3, Verrett had 2, and Josh Allen had 1, and a bunch of other players had 1 too. So 6-11. I don't think that's a bad 6-11. Maybe we have to change up the scheme and the playbook a little bit, just because this is a good roster. This is definitely a good roster. I can't imagine that they're as bad as they're trying to make it seem. Look at that. Look at that. All superstar X Factors. It was worth trading what we traded for to get all of these players on the team. And I'm sure that I'm going to have to re-sign them at some point because of their rookie contracts. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see, but I'm more worried about the present right now. We're going to simulate to the offseason, see if our players got any awards, and see what we're going to be able to do in this free agency. And none of our players got any awards. Desmond Ridder wins NFL MVP of the Falcons. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys are going to get reamed in the Super Bowl. And we have $97 million to work with in this free agency. So in the mock draft, they have us at the 7th overall pick, taking a left tackle. I still want to get a right outside linebacker if they're still any good. It seems like they weren't as good as they made them out to be before. I'll have to take a deeper look pretty soon before the draft, of course, or after free agency, really. And now we can see who we can re-sign. We have a lot of money, so we could very well get Jeff Okuda back just so we can be able to keep that cornerback room going. He has one overall, so I'm going to try to get him back. I don't know if I'm trying to give you 6 years. I enjoyed playing for you. That's wild, Jeff. I'm not going to lie, bro. And I'm not giving you $22.7 million. That's just stupid. Jason Verrett, you're going to have to go. So we have to find cornerbacks in this free agency without a doubt in my mind. We could look for it in the draft. I just don't really like drafting cornerbacks. They never really seem to pan out. And it doesn't seem like there's any top ones. There is Carlos Clement. There's John Watts, who looks like he could be pretty good. Could go cornerback in the first round. It's an if. It's an if. I have to see what's in free agency first, and then I'll rely on the draft afterwards. All right, we're going for straight big fish right now. Trying to get Nick Bosa. We don't have a right end. There's not a lot of right ends in this draft. I'm not trying to go for one, and then he's not really good. Trayvon Diggs, I can deal with him not coming to the team. Just trying to improve that cornerback room as much as possible. So Nick Bosa, Trayvon Diggs, Logan Wilson at right outside linebacker, and Ed Oliver at defensive tackle. Our defensive tackle solid. I'm just not too convinced by it. If we get Ed Oliver, Nick Bosa, and Logan Wilson, I would be happy. I would definitely be happy. And they all decide, and we don't get Nick Bosa. That's insane. I mean, better off, to be honest. I was giving him a hefty contract. I was most definitely giving him a hefty one. It was like 25.5 mil per year on a 25 mil bonus or something. So, I mean, at least he declined it because I would have been in salary hell. Basically, I would have just been pushing for this year to be the year that we win the whole thing. But now I have 49.7 mil again. I mean, I could very well save it because I don't see a lot going on for us in this one. We have Aiden Hutchinson and Josh Allen at left outside linebacker already. For some reason, I thought Aiden Hutchinson was an outside linebacker. But we got Logan Wilson at right outside, so that's going to be solid for us for the time being. Strong safety. We have CJ Gardner-Johnson. It's free safety that I'm thinking about. I don't think we're going to need anything else in this free agency except for maybe a punter. Not even. Jack Fox is there. Jack Fox is there, so we don't have to worry about that either. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we need much else in this one. Maybe Patrick Queen would have been a better decision to pursue at middle linebacker. Yeah, we're just going to try to get James Bradberry for 2 years. Sure that he's going to sign, yeah. So, Trayvon Diggs, Logan Wilson, Ed Oliver, James Bradberry. I'll pack up James Bradberry when the time comes. Probably get like a third-round pick for him. I'm not going to be too concerned about that, but we added a lot to the team. We don't need a right outside linebacker now, so we're not going to be needing to trade up at all. Logan Wilson should be solid for us for the foreseeable future. We have the 6th pick, so it's a right outside linebacker, but we could go after the right guard that they had us taking before, Josh Bush. We still haven't been able to get a right guard. If we get a right guard, I think we'll be extremely solid for the future. I have to look for middle linebackers. Could go after one of these two. I'm going to hard them right now. Try to see if they stay in the 2nd round. I think I do have my 2nd round pick. So we can go into the draft. Hopefully that right guard is sitting there and we can make a push. All right, so our right guard did not get taken. It depends on where he is in terms of value here. We could trade down and get some value out of it. I would like to get either him or Eric Bennett. Depends on how good they look. He looks pretty good in the physicals. B pass block power, B run block, B pass block finesse. Is he a power blocker? He is. Josh Bush. Let's look at Bennett real quick. He looks a little bit better from the book cover. Looks a lot better inside. Ooh, but D run block finesse. And we only see B pass block. Oh, well, Josh Bush has the same run block finesse, so I don't know why I was tripping like he had better run block finesse. They're both power blockers. It's really pick your poison with them. B pass block. What's Josh Bush's impact blocking? That could be the deciding factor. We don't know. We don't know, and I think that Bennett has A awareness too. Yeah, we're gonna take Eric Bennett. Hidden development, 86 strength, 79 acceleration. So we fill out our O-line. Now we have to worry about the middle linebacker position in the 2nd round. All right, so they're both still here. Javier Teague actually dropped in terms of his projection. B zone coverage, B tackle, C hit powers. He's a field general. Has elite speed, so could be a very good field general. Josh Scarborough. Elite speed too, but he was 1st and has A zone coverage. I might have to get Josh here. I'm going to go ahead and get Josh. Hidden development, 91 speed, 87 agility, and 88 acceleration. So, if I'm keeping track right now, I got 1 lineman. I got a middle linebacker. I didn't get a middle linebacker in the last draft. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't. I don't know if I did. No, I didn't. I signed middle linebackers to fill it out. And I should be solid. I can get another cornerback if it really stands out to me. Jalen Hobson gets taken at the 6th pick in the 2nd round. Could go wide receiver. I could go tackle. But I think that's going to be what? Like it's my 2nd. It'll be my 2nd that I take in terms of tackle. This wide receiver doesn't look that bad. Deep threat John Durant. Physicals look solid. Look very good, actually. John Durant, B spectacular catch. His short route kind of sucks, but his deep route is an A. B catching. We'll take a chance on him because I think I have 2 chances at a wide receiver. Yeah, 2 chances at a wide receiver. So that means that both cornerback and wide receiver. Damn, I want to keep my streak going. 98 speed, though. 97 acceleration, 90 agility, and 87 change direction. Could very well go up quickly with our offense that we have right now. So we have to see how that goes. We have 1 more pick, I think, in this draft. I might trade these. I don't want to waste any of my positions because if I'm thinking correctly, I already used QB, I already used halfback, I already used tight end. So most of the offense is already done. I've used 1 lineman, I've used 1 wide receiver, so I have 1 wide receiver slot left. I haven't used fullback. It just depends if there's anything good at this 3rd round pick. So I could get a defensive end and still be solid. Strong safety could also be another situation, but CJ Gardner-Johnson is already there. Defensive tackle, we got Ed Oliver this offseason. Yeah, I think I'm going to trade this for picks in the next draft. I'm not too crazy about drafting anymore right now and like wasting the value of it. With this type of challenge, it's very much like a pick your poison, but like you got to pick the right picks type of thing. So we're going to draft, or we're going to trade the 3rd, 5th, and 6th pick to, seems like the Bears because they're always here. Let's try to get their 1st round pick next year. All right, we'll take their 2nd next year. I'm not too concerned about it. 2nd round pick next year from the Bears. Never mind. We'll trade with another team because they don't want to cough it up. 2nd round pick from the Rams for a 3rd, 5th, and 6th round pick this year. Damn. And then we'll just trade our 7th this year. Actually, I'll draft the fullback just so I can use it. Fullback, I'm not really going to be getting at any point, so I'm going to go to the 7th round, draft a fullback. Hopefully it's a good one because usually they're hidden development for some reason whenever it's at that point. So getting through all the rounds in the 2024 NFL draft, we come down to the 6th round. We're at the top of the 7th. So hopefully not all the good fullbacks get taken before us. They don't usually get taken before the 7th round regardless. So let's see what we get. Defensive tackle. This defensive tackle is still here, and I was contemplating getting him in the 3rd round. So that would have been a horrible decision for me. Fullback. Potential UDFA. Tim Presley has A pass block, B run block. I might have to take Tim Presley. He's a blocking fullback, so that should be solid for us. Has good physicals for a fullback. B impact blocking. Tim Presley, normal development. Just using the fullback position right now in terms of drafting. Yeah, I like what we did in this draft. I like how we've been doing in the last 2 drafts, so hopefully this really puts us over the edge. All right, so our lineup at the beginning of the season. Logan's an X Factor. Woodley's an X Factor at an 89. St. Brown has jumped up to X Factor as well. Durant is actually a high overall, so it wasn't a bad pick. Collins is an 84 Superstar X Factor. Bennett is a 74, so hopefully he has a decent development trait. Scarborough is a 73 overall hidden development. Rodriguez could be getting packed up. Maybe not. I'm trying to get rid of Tracy Walker. He's just using a lot of cap space for no reason from us. We don't have a right end, so we might trade for a right end and offload some salary for that. So Tracy Walker, Presley was not a good pick at all. Who else can we pack up? Oh, defensive tackle, because we're running a 3-4 right now. McNeil, I mean, we could run a 4-3. We could very well run a 4-3 and be a lot better. Okay, so it's a 46 defense, and we're playing spread. I want to see what the defense looks like now. It is a 4-3 now. We should probably play Rodriguez at right end. I might change his position to right end just so he has a little bit more value on the team and they don't sub him out whenever I'm not looking. I very well probably will move him to right end because I'm pretty sure Aiden Hutchinson was a left outside linebacker in college. if I'm not mistaken, and he was just a rushing left end, but they just completely moved him to left end. Now Rodriguez is going to be playing at right end. Aiden Hutchinson on the other side of the ball. That looks a lot better now. I know that he's a 75. Hopefully he develops under that. And yeah, I don't have to trade for anything now. I mean, Tracy Walker can just chill there to the midseason mark. I'm not going to be trying to do too much right now. We will simulate to the midseason mark and hopefully be pretty good. And we're starting off the season 0-6. I am changing the playbook immediately. We're not even bad. It's just, it must be the playbook. It must be the playbook. Offense, of course, our morale is going to be down. I mean, we're 0-6 for no reason right now. Tracy Walker jumped back up to the starting free safety. This is not pretty. This is not pretty right now. We have to change the playbooks before we simulate, but 0-6 is crazy. Stats and awards, 32nd in offensive yards and 8th in defensive. Why are we so bad on offense? 1,400 yards, 7 TDs, and 7 interceptions for Logan. 302 TDs for Woodley. Receiving, St. Brown has 397 and 1 TD. Defense, Perriman has the most tackles. TFLs goes to Allen with 5. Hutchinson with 4. Sacks, Hutchinson has 5.5. Allen has 5. And Allen has 1 interception, and James Bradbury has 1. So we have to change his playbook. We have to change his playbook. I try to do with the Lions playbook, but it's not working. It is not working right now. We have to change it immediately. 0-6 is not good for the type of team that we have. All right, we went ahead and changed the playbooks. Hopefully we don't end up 0 whatever by the end of the season. I mean, we'll have another top pick, but damn, I'm looking for a playoff push or something. We're in our 3rd year simulation, and we're not doing well so far in terms of potential. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is up for a contract. Player friendly, 52 mil. Take it. Let's go. Let's go. We still have 52 mil left. Oh, but we have Penei Sewell to re-sign? Oh my gosh, Penei Sewell. I have to give him the hefty contract. I could find a better team in free agency. Oh my gosh, Glaze one, Penei. Taylor Decker at left tackle, 30 years old, neutral deal. His offer's perfect. Might trade him in the offseason. I think I'm going to trade Aleem McNeil and Tracy Walker right now, because they're not even playing defensive tackle 1 or free safety 1, or at least Tracy Walker shouldn't be at the moment. So we're going to pack them both up, hopefully getting a first-round pick and letting go of some salary. All right, we're sending our 3rd-round pick next year, Aleem McNeil and Tracy Walker, for a 2nd and a 3rd from the Texans this year. I know maybe some of the Detroit Lions fans are not going to be happy about me trading Aleem McNeil, but you have to think about the challenges, or the challenge that I'm doing right now. I don't have time for him to develop and get better than what Ed Oliver's at right now. Oliver is going to be solid for the futures, or the future seasons that I need right now, but there's a cornerback at the top of the draft, Terrence Sprinkle. Pause. Physicals look like they could be okay. A zone coverage. He's definitely zone because he has C play recognition and C press. B tackle, A zone coverage. Could be good. Could be good out of Mississippi State. It would be the first pick, it seems. So hopefully, maybe he's there if we do that bad. But I'm not trying to do that bad. I want to win. So hopefully we're able to turn it around after changing up the playbook. Hopefully we can get Penei Sewell in the offseason, but a lot of hopes. We got to execute. And we end with a 5-12 record. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. I've lost track of what we drafted. 28th in offensive yards, 12th in defensive. We can't get a new QB in the draft. 4,600 yards, 35 TDs, and 12 interceptions. I mean, he's doing fine. Woodley didn't get to 1,000, 900 yards and 8 TDs. Receiving, St. Brown had 1,410 TDs. Collins, our tight end, had 950 with 11 TDs. Defense, Logan Wilson had the most tackles. TFLs goes to Hutchinson with 17, Allen with 16, and Oliver with 12. Sacks, Hutchinson has 11. Allen had 10.5. And Ed Oliver had 8.5. James Bradbury had 4 interceptions. Wilson had 2. Allen had 1. So I think if I remember correctly, we still have 1 cornerback that we can draft at the moment. We don't have a QB that we can draft. I mean, we're getting to the end of this, but I'm going to try to stick with the rules of it. So we drafted a QB, we drafted a halfback, we drafted a tight end, we drafted a wide receiver. So we have 1 wide receiver, 1 cornerback, 3 linemen. We still have 3 linemen. So we could replace Penei Sewell if we really need to, but I would like to keep him on the team. What else? Safeties, maybe. I don't think I ever drafted a safety. Middle linebacker I drafted. So that's done. Outside linebacker. Damn. I don't think I drafted an outside linebacker yet. But I still only get 1 outside linebacker. I don't think I drafted it because I signed them. I signed Logan Wilson, and then I had, oh, Josh Allen. I'm stupid. Okay, so, okay. Oh, we could have kept McNeil. We could have definitely kept McNeil. We're going to have to switch back. Perriman dropped in overall. Oh, my gosh. We got 1 cornerback. So, yeah, we have safeties that we can get. We can't get another middle linebacker. We already tested that. Outside linebacker we can get, but I don't plan on doing that. Defensive tackle would be great. I haven't drafted a defensive tackle yet. This is not me. Spikes was not somebody that I got. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. Defensive end I haven't gotten yet. We got some decisions to make. We got some decisions to make, and they have to be crucial. Cornerback is the most ideal one. We might just get that top cornerback that they had. I won't lie to you. I did not put the scouts to scout the specific one. So hopefully it works out. We have to re-sign Penei Sewell and then go into free agency. I mean, I can't do much better than this, Penei. I cannot do much better than this. Thanks for the offer, but I'm just not interested in signing. Jeez, Penei. I'm thinking of franchise tagging you. I won't lie. Oh, look, Jarrett Stidham was our backup QB. I'm really thinking about franchise tagging him. I have to do it. I have to do it. 31 mil left. Do I re-sign this defensive tackle? Maybe for 1 year. I enjoyed playing for you. Never mind. We have to get another defensive tackle in free agency. Damn, we are struggling right now. I want to get the cornerback in the first round. I have to see if there's any defensive tackles. Oh, we got some work to do. All right, so we're sending James Bradbury and Denzel Perriman to the Bears for their 2nd round pick next year. We're trying to offload salary for this year, so I'm not getting any picks this year so that it gives me that stuff that the salary just drops down because of the pick. So we're trying to get Devontae Smith at the moment. I'm also trying to get Greg Newsome on the team. Need big players, need big stars on the team right now in order to really push for these last 2 years of simulation that we have. Greg Newsome could get DJ Reader. It would have to be a 1-year deal, and he's not really interested. We're going to have to see what we can do right now in terms of getting Devontae Smith and Greg Newsome. That's who I'm worried about right now. And both of them decide, and both of them come to the team. So we get a wide receiver, too, that's actually competent, other than Jameson Williams on Madden Simulation right now. And a cornerback that's very good as well. So Eddie Jackson. We don't have enough money to really deal with any of these free agencies right now, or free agents right now. We can take a look real quick. I don't think that we have the best sort of outlook at the moment. Oh, well, our offense looks tremendous. Bennett is up to a 77. I think our offense is really going to have to carry a lot. We don't have a second defensive tackle, so we might have to draft one in the draft. I am going to plan to trade up to possibly get the right end. Or maybe I go for the cornerback. I don't know, because if we take a look at... I wanted to get Antoine Winfield. But he was not interested in coming to us at all, and a lot of teams had him, like, under wraps, basically. Terrence Sprinkle and Rob Silverman are the two players that I'm really looking at. Terrence Sprinkle, zone, looks very good. Could be very good. Do we focus on that or do we focus on the line? We have solid cornerbacks at the moment. I don't know why it brought me back to this, but we have solid cornerbacks at the moment. Right end may be more of a need for us. Rob Silverman, speed rusher, elite change of direction, elite acceleration, skills. We only see what doesn't matter for his type of archetype. That's so difficult. It's so difficult because I don't want to pick the wrong one. And I feel like the cornerback is the better pick. We could trade into the first round to get a defensive tackle that's good. We haven't drafted a defensive tackle yet. That's difficult. That is so difficult right now. I might have to trade into the first round to get Trey Overton. I have to see where he's going to be at. And then I might trade up to get Terrence Sprinkle. It's difficult, man. He drops to the 4th pick for us. I mean, I'm just going to hope Rob Silverman's good. We don't need the cornerback. We don't need him. But Rob Silverman, if he's good, then he will bring a lot of difference to our team. Trey Overton is supposed to go to the 12th pick. So we're going to try to get to that mid-first round pick. Really want to get Sprinkle, but I don't think it's going to be possible. All right, so we are trading a 2nd-round pick this year, one of our 2nd-round picks this year, one of our 3rd-round picks, and a 2nd-round pick next year, our late 2nd-round pick next year, and getting the 12th pick from the Titans. They were very hard to persuade in terms of the teams overall. I was trying to get some higher picks to try to get something going. I could still... Oh, that would be difficult, though. I could try to get a later 1st-round pick with these seconds and our 2nd-round pick next year and try to really push for a top 1st. But, man, is that going to be difficult. I don't know how good this is going to look for this one. Oh, I could get an early 1st, actually. We're getting to the 4th-year simulation. We don't have much options here. My hands are basically tied if I don't really try to push for these prospects here. And I'm trying to get the cornerback and I'm trying to get the end as much as I can and still be able to get the defensive tackle too. It's difficult. There we go. We get the 11th pick for a 2nd-round pick this year, 3rd-round pick next year, or 2nd and 3rd-round pick this year and a 2nd-round pick next year for the 11th pick. So that is basically putting us in cap hell right now. We do have to move up one more time, or actually 2 more times, to be able to get what we want out of this draft. I want to be able to make sure that I get these players. So, we have the 4th pick. We can move up with this one, or we can move up with the 11th. Maybe the 12th. We're going to move up with the 12th just so we can make sure that we get these guys. All right, we're sending Rodriguez out. Sorry for all the Lions fans. The 12th round pick. Hello? Okay. The 12th round pick, Malcolm Rodriguez for the 6th pick. I was trying to go big and get the 2nd round already, but can't do that. Now that we got rid of that contract, though, we can go ahead and go get the 2nd round pick. I forgot, or the 2nd pick. Who has it? The Saints. The Saints have it. Okay, so let's try to do this and not have to use any salary for it. Oh my gosh, it's going to do the same shit again. All right, so we're going to be packing up a 5th, a 6th, and our 6th-round pick, or 6th-round pick, our 6th pick for the 2nd overall pick. Sorry, I am flustered as can be right now just because I really want to get a Super Bowl. I do not want to start off 0-2 for these rebuild challenges. And basically just to make sure that we get the right end. Really? All right, so basically just to make sure that we get the right end and the cornerback at the top of the draft, we are trading our 4th pick to move up to the 3rd, not trying to risk anything. We're trying to get Sprinkle, and we're trying to get the right end, and then hopefully we can get that defensive tackle at the 11th pick. Whew. With the limited salary, I had to get desperate and try to get those picks, man. All right, hopping into the draft, the Bucks are the first overall pick, hoping that they get that QB, and they do. Thank you. Oh my gosh, if I would have seen Sprinkle getting taken there, I would have been, livid. Livid. Terrence Sprinkle looking solid as a zone cornerback, top 5 projection, hopefully a top 5 talent. Hidden development, thank you. 91 speed, 89 jumping, 87 change of direction, 88 agility, and 95 acceleration out of Mississippi State. 6'2", does not look 6'2", but now we are going to be taking that right end that we need so desperately because we did trade Malcolm Rodriguez. Rob Silverman, welcome to the team. Speed rusher. His physicals look great. We still don't know what anything is in terms of his speed rushing. So, Rob Silverman, hidden development. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I was so concerned that he was not going to be hidden development. 89 acceleration, 83 speed, 79 strength. For a speed rusher, you're pretty slow. All right, we're going to go pick by pick to make sure that hopefully this defensive tackle doesn't get taken before us. Browns take left tackle. Don't care. The Bears take a right end. The Saints take a QB. Fine by me. The Rams take a left end. Don't need that. I have Aiden Hutchinson. Left outside linebacker goes to the Chargers. Joyner goes to the Chargers. Wait, they had back-to-back picks. And the Seahawks take a wide receiver. So our defensive tackle is still here. Who was projected to go 12th is now going to be coming to our team. I don't know how far down he is, but at this point, wait. Huh? Trey Overton? Why is he so far under now? All right, I guess we have to look at these. Sheriff Stark looks okay. Skills, A, play recognition, B, finesse moves, B, awareness. Okay, he's a run stopper. What happened to Trey Overton? Is his physicals not good or something? Power rusher. His physicals look fine to me. I mean, I think he should be fine. I'm just still going to take Trey Overton. I'm still going to take a chance on him. Trey Overton, normal development. Fuck, I should have just listened to the CPU. Out of Oklahoma, 90 strength, 79 jumping, 82 acceleration. We needed another one. I thought he was going to be monumental for us, but I guess not. So we're fresh out of defensive tackles. We got the defensive end. We only have one that we took and a cornerback. So we're done with cornerback. We could take another lineman because we still have 3 left to take. If there is one here, hopefully. Maybe a right tackle just because Penei Sewell might not be on the team next year. Or a left tackle. That could be fine too. Free safety could be another one that we get. Let me look at free safety real quick. Ooh, our left guard is supposed to be leaving. Travis Fleming. Skills look pretty good. I might take the free safety. I might just take the free safety. Damn, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's never really any good free safeties in the first round anyways, so I'm not too concerned. I'm going to make sure this isn't any position that we actually need in the 7th round. Probably just going to take a kicker or something there, but we started off good. We didn't end good. We're going to have to re-sign Penei Sewell this coming season. This is our 4th, right? This is our 4th simulating season or 4th simulation season. Let's go ahead and take a kicker. It doesn't seem like we ever signed one because I never remember to be honest with you. Kicker. This one looks fine. What's his kick power? Why is it not showing kick power? He has a power kick. His kick power is... Am I tripping? I thought it was supposed to show up. His kick accuracy is a C. I'm just going to take him. Just going to take him. I'm not expecting him to be hidden development. He's a kicker. So that's the end of that. We run out of kickers. We run out of QBs. We can only take defensive ends for the last draft that we have, really. We can only take strong safety, wide receiver, lineman, and defensive end. And outside linebacker, but we don't really need outside linebacker. So, ooh, that's a tough one. Negative 24 mil, jeez. I really, really, really do hope this is the season that we just pop off, because I don't see any other circumstance of us doing any good with the salary cap that we have. All right, and our roster to start off the season, seems like our defense isn't the greatest in the world right now, but gonna have to deal with it. Collins, 87. All the players that were Superstar X Factors are still Superstar X Factors. I am genuinely hoping that this is the season, because I can't see any other circumstance. Why are you playing at left end? Why are you playing at left end? Sprinkle's a 78, but damn, Silverman's a 73, bro. Why are you playing at left end? I need to change his position now, and then I have to do it again at the midseason mark, because it's going to mess it up and put him back at backup. But, oh my gosh. All right, well, they still have Pascal over him. He's not going to be playing over him. Overton is a 75, so it wasn't horrible. It wasn't a horrible pick. Wilson's down to Superstar now. 89 overall still, though. I mean, our team looks good, man. Our team looks good. I can't imagine a better situation. Maybe the offense has to do a lot of carrying in terms of that. We'll see how it goes. Mid-season mark, we have to see how this team performs. And thankfully, we start off 5-2. Oh man, I would have been concerned. I would have been concerned, because if we did any worse than that, I don't know what we would have done. But our offense still looking good. Still looking good. Offensive line looks great. Defense. Silverman is for some reason back at backup. Get Shear behind back at the starter position. Sprinkle is a superstar at CB3, so he's going to be good. Fleming was only a 73, and I didn't even realize, because I didn't pay attention, because he sucked. The stats and awards, though, have to be performing well on the stats. 6 in offensive yards. It looks like Alec Logan is finally breaking out. And 18th in defensive. I mean, we were expecting that. Luckily, our offense is showing up. 1,900 yards, 18 TDs, and 2 interceptions. Rushing, Woodley has 605 TDs. Receiving goes to Collins. Wow, 560 with 2 TDs, and Devontae Smith with 506 TDs. Defense, Logan Wilson has the most tackles. TFLs goes to Ed Oliver with 10. Hutchinson with 6. Overton with 4. Hutchinson has 5.5 sacks. Oliver has 4.5. And interceptions, CJ Gardner-Johnson has 3. Amani Owarie has 2. And Sprinkle has 1. Okay, well, we have to see who's ready to re-sign. Maybe we can try to actually re-sign Penei Sewell now. I don't know how much cap space we're supposed to have by the end of the season. 33 mil. Oh, but Aiden Hutchinson. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and Aiden Hutchinson might take most of it. Any future deals needs to account for what he wants. 15 mil left. Let's see if we can get Penei. This is bad. This is bad, man. This is bad. I feel like this offer is a joke. I expect something real next time. Yeah, this has to be the season, bro. This has to be the season. Jameson Williams is probably on his way out. I'm not re-signing Jonah Jackson. We practically have no cap space for what we want to get. Either Penei Sewell would be walking or Aiden Hutchinson would be. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what happens. I'm not focused on any of the scouting. I want to make the playoffs, and I'm expecting them to make the playoffs, so I'll see you at the end of the season. And we end off the season 13-4. Man, it's about time. Let's look at the stats and awards. Holy crap, that was going to give me an anxiety attack. 3rd in offensive yards. And on the defensive side, we were 8th. It looks like our rookies or our young players, the cornerstones of our franchise, really picked it up. 5,000 yards, 48 TDs, and 5 interceptions. Woodley had 1,300 yards and 15 TDs. Receiving, Devontae Smith had almost 1,421 TDs. Colin had 1,308 TDs. And Amon-Ra also had 1,000 yards. Defense, Josh picked it up at middle linebacker. Ed Oliver had 17 TFLs. Hutchinson had 9 and Overton had 7. Sacks goes to Oliver with 14 and Hutchinson with 13. Interceptions, Gardner-Johnson had 4, Diggs had 4, and Sprinkles had 3. Wow. Okay, we need to keep this up. We need to keep this up. We have a bye in the first round, so all we have to do is win 2 to make it to the Super Bowl. We have to see who we're going to face, though. We lost to the Eagles in the last week of the season convincingly. Probably benched most of our players, and we're playing the Seattle Seahawks. 10-7 at Ford Field, though, so we have the home court advantage or home field advantage. All right, here we go. And the Seattle Seahawks start off with the ball and have to punt. Oh, they kicked the field goal, not punt it. 4th and 4, and we have to do the same, but we went for a 2-yard rush with the kicker, and the Seahawks are going to go downfield and get a 10-0 lead. We have to pick it up. We got the field goal to make it a touchdown game. We got the ball back on a turnover, and we tie up the game 10-10 in our own, and we get the interception. And we get the touchdown before the half. If we stop them, this could be pivotal right here. Andrew Person, who got drafted after our QB, 20 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Ayuk gets the reception. 4th and 5, an incomplete pass. Pass is thrown away, and they punt it back to us with Michael Dixon. 9 seconds left. We're just running out the clock because we get the ball at the half. 3rd and 6, and we convert. And we're about to get another touchdown, 24-10. The Seahawks are not able to do anything right now. We have all the momentum as we go 31-10. And the Seahawks are trying to get anything and are able to get a touchdown and make it a 2-score game for them. 4 minutes left. We get the field goal, 50-yard field goal, 34-17. It is a 17-point game. They need three scores to be able to come back into this. And a penalty moves them forward because of our rookie. 3rd and 4, 1st and 10. And they turn over the ball. And that's going to be game. And we move on to the NFC Conference Championship. It was competitive at the beginning, but we really blew them out the water once the second half begun. I cannot speak. And in the NFC Conference Championship, we are facing the San Francisco 49ers. A very good matchup. It's going to be difficult, but we have to face a difficult matchup in order to make it to the Super Bowl. And here we go. The 49ers are going to start off with the ball as they're trying to go downfield very progressively and end up only getting the field goal as we get 2 big receptions, but it doesn't matter much because we're going to miss the field goal. And the 49ers get the ball back and get a touchdown, making it a 10-0 game. We'd love to start 10-0. We got the field goal again. Our defense does the same thing as they did last game, and hopefully we can get the touchdown here. 1st and goal, and we get the touchdown to tie it up 10-10. And the 49ers go downfield and aren't going to do the same thing as the Seahawks did. They get the touchdown, and they get the turnover and are about to get not another one because they're going to have to settle for a field goal. They only have a 10-point lead with 30 seconds left in the half. If we get anything here, it would be pivotal. We're at the 49 with a pass thrown away. Ooh, another pass thrown away. We're at the 40. We're at the 23, so we could get a field goal, but a penalty knocks us back 10 yards to put us at the 33, and a pick. And that ends the first half. And the Lions are trying to go downfield and get a touchdown to start off, and it looks like they'll be able to, maybe? Thank you. 20-17, the 49ers, the offense is just rolling right now. And a big rush by Quan Woodley, keeping us in the game right now. End of the third. 4th quarter right now. 3rd and 8. 4th and 11. And they have to punt it back to us. This is our shot. 3rd and 6. And we cough it up. And we cough up that shot. Oh my gosh. And they're going to probably get another one. 4th and 11. They have to take the field goal. 2 minutes left. If we get a touchdown, we win the game. 2nd and 4. We convert. Ooh, we are moving. We're moving. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 2, and we get to the 1, and we get the touchdown. We get the touchdown. 40 seconds left on the clock. We have a 1-point lead. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to have to jump in. I'm not letting this fall out of my hands just because of the CPU. I have to make sure that this doesn't happen right now. Ooh, I need a user to line, though. I cannot be using any impactful pass coverage players. Ooh, we push McGlicky out the way. Ooh, big hit by Logan Wilson to make Newton not be able to catch that ball. Matt Gay has to be able to get to the 41 in order to have a chance to make the field goal. So we're going to stay on the lineman as we're trying to get around. Logan Wilson trying to lay another big hit, and they call a timeout at the 34-yard line. We need to make them run out their timeouts. I'm trying to make sure that they only get the short passes because they can't do that as much as they want to with the spots that they have, as George Kittle gets the ball, shrugs off one, but only gets 2 yards on that reception. Brock Purdy back in the pocket, has Kyle Juszczyk right next to him. We're trying to get in with Aiden Hutchinson. We're not going to get there. They get their toes in and get to the 44 with the timeout still. Deebo Samuel. We got to make sure that we can stop him right here. McGlinchey is going to be covering us. Oof. Oof. Can't be anything there. Can't be anything there. They're at the 50. Ooh, they called a timeout. They tried a no huddle. I think they're trying to spike it, but it wasn't going to be enough time that they wanted. But they probably should have went with it. I don't know why they want me to run man 3 deep like they're going for a Hail Mary, because they're probably not. We need to be able to stop them once again here. Oof. And they get to the 43. They can't call a no huddle. We win the game 31-30. A nail biter, an absolute nail biter in this one. But we move on to the Super Bowl, beating one of the most storied franchises in NFL history. And we're facing a 15-2 Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson at QB. 15-2 is wild. We're playing in Atlanta. And we start off with the ball this time for a change of pace. And we're going to get the first touchdown of the day as the Ravens have to punt it back to us. If we start off punching them in the mouth, ooh, 14-0 already after a big reception on that last drive. And the Ravens are moving downfield very progressively, and they're going to get the touchdown, making it a 14-7 game. We need to get a touchdown to answer back and not give them any momentum here, and that's exactly what we do. 21-7, the Baltimore Ravens have the ball. 4th and 2, and they punt it back to us. The Detroit Lions are not able to do anything on the next drive to really put them in the dirt. 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, and they punt it back to us. We need something here, and we get it. Devontae Smith with a 53-yard touchdown. But we missed the PAT. 27-7, that might be pivotal, but we get the interception and get a big reception by Devontae Smith again. 2nd and goal with 16 seconds. 3rd and goal. Pass is knocked away by Marlon Humphrey. 4th and goal. Quan Woodley only gets the reception for 5 yards. And we run it out. Why didn't we go for the field goal? 27-7, we had timeouts, and they get a big rush by DeAndre Swift. What? They have DeAndre Swift on their team, and we are getting locked up in the second half right now. We cannot be allowing this. 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. We make them punt it. Oh my gosh, 27-14, 4th and 1, and we missed the. Why are we going for a 59-yard field goal? Oh my gosh, the buffoonery. The absolute buffoonery right now. 3rd and 19, 4th and 14. What? Our defense. Oh my gosh, 27-21. 3rd and 4, and we had to punt it back to them. Oh my gosh, that's going to be pivotal. That PAT I knew was going to be pivotal. 4th and 4, but we make them turn it over. Run out the clock because you guys are not hot at all right now. We're within the 10 at the 4. At the 6 now because of a negative 2-yard rush, but we get the touchdown. That's going to be the dagger. That has to be the dagger. And we got the 2-point conversion. 6 seconds left. Alec Logan kneels. And your Detroit Lions, with the draft challenge, win the Super Bowl. Man, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a pretty difficult challenge as well. It was a fun one, but I really used up most of my skill positions in the first one. I think I picked some good picks, though, with that first one. It just made it a lot more difficult to rely on the next ones for those other positions. We didn't hit on a lot of them, but we had some good ones. We definitely had some good ones, but Logan, Woodley, and Collins were all very, very key pieces to us winning this here. We got Devontae Smith in the last free agency. It was just a lot of good moves. I'm glad we got it done this year, though. And at the end of the 2025 season, Devontae Smith wins Super Bowl MVP with Alec Logan winning NFL MVP. Nick Bosa won Defensive Player of the Year. He should have came to our team because he would have been a Super Bowl champion. But that is the Detroit Lions' first championship with a challenge as well. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please go down there, like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any challenges, any at all, for these rebuilds down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to do them. But again, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.